Hello and welcome to all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be going to solve a HackerRank problem. The name of the problem is repeated strings. Okay, so firstly I would read the problem. Okay, Leela has a string S of lowercase English letters that she prepared infinitely many times. Given an integer n and find and print the number of letter a's in the first n letters of Leela's infinite string. For example, if the string s is abcac and n equal to 10, the substring we considered abcac, the first 10 character of our infinite string, there are of four occurrences of a in the substring. So the problem says that we have to given a string s and an integer. We have to find the number of a's, or how many times a is occurring in this substring when we repeat it such that the length of the substring is 10. Okay, so here is this abcac. So if we repeat abcac two times, that is the whole length is 10. Okay, so the occurrences is will be a, because in each s there will be two a's, and so in two times there will be four a's. So function name is repeated string. Okay, repeated string, and it takes two following parameters: s string which we has to repeat, or the given character, given n, the integer. Input format is s and n. That doesn't matter because HackerRank provides us the. So let us take the input, sample input 1, that aba given as string, and n equal to 10 is the given integer. Okay, so if we repeat aba 10 times such that the length of the string is 10, so we repeat aba and a. Okay, so in each aba there are two, so 2 a's. So in 3 times it gonna 3 is a 9, so it will have 3 to the 6 a's, and there will be a last character a to complete the 10 numbers. Okay, so 6 plus 1 7, so we print 7 as our output. And in our sample input second, which is given a single character a, which is repeated 10 billion or trillion times, I don't know, but if we repeat a single character this much times, so the our by intuition we can imagine that the output will be this much times of n, because the single character would be repeat 10 11 10 100 or 1000 or this much time. So I think the question is clear to you. So now we will build our logic, that is how we going to approach this problem. Okay, so to approach this problem, there's I take a very simple method. uh, you can take your method, but I have this method which is very simple. So firstly I will count the number of a's in the given string, that is given string s. We have to count the number of a's. Okay, so there are two a's and given n. So two a's, and we find the length of this string s, that is abcac, which is 5. Okay, so uh, uh, firstly we calculate the number of a, that is 2, and length of the string, that is 5, and we divide 10 by 5. Okay, 10 by 5, which gives 2. That means we have to repeat string s two times. Okay, when we divide 10 by 5, okay, two times, then it will complete the whole number, the whole string into 10 characters, that is abcac. Okay, so we know that in string s there are two a's, and when we divide 5 by 2 it gives equal to 10. So in two in in a single in s there are two a's, so in two in if we repeat two times this string, we get four a's. Okay, so we divide 10 by 5. Okay, if 10 by 5 the remainder is 0, if remainder is 0, then n is a multiple of the length of the string. Then we have to repeat the string, the that is we can say integer times, that is 1 times, 2 times, 4 times. And if it is not multiple of the length, then we have to repeat uh, 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, or as many times as general. But we have to include also a letter, that is a, sometimes a, b, or c. In this input you can see that if we calculate the length of the string, that is 3, and if we divide by 10 by 3, then it gives 3 as quotient. That is, we have to repeat this string three times, that's ABA and gets remainder 1. So we have to repeat the first character of this string s, that is A. Okay, so if we repeat 3 times ABA, in each times there are 2 A's, so in 3 times there are 3 into 2 6 A's and 1 for remainder, so we get 6 plus 1 7 is the answer. So this is logic. If you didn't able to understand the logic in code, you will able to understand. So in code, I will try to understand you that. Okay, so firstly uh, I would declare a variable int long a times that will count the a initializing with 0, then int long count equal to 0. We are taking this count because to calculate the remainders is that how many a's are left if it is not multiple. You can see later how we can use it. Then we simply iterate a for loop to calculate the number of a's. This I does not equal to backslash 0, then I plus plus. So if si equal to character a, then we simply increment our a times plus plus. Okay, now we have to calculate the length of the string. So we declared long type variable length and store in it the length of the string. Okay, then we have declared the long type variable q, that is the quotient we get by n divided by length of the string. And similarly for remainder, that is n modulo length. I assume that you are familiar with the modulo operator. What does it do in C++ or in C? Okay, and then we define another variable a underscore t, that is q into a times. What does this do? If length is a multiple of n, then we simply return q into a times. Okay, if it is not, you can see that if r equal to 0, then we simply return a underscore t, or else what we will do, we have to count the number of a's which are remaining, that which are remaining in the remainder. So for this we are also going to iterate a for loop int j equal to 0 to calculate the number of a's which goes to r and j plus plus, and if there is a, then we simply increment our count. So that's why I have taken a count variable, and then we return a underscore t plus count count. Okay, so if there is a remainder, then it will calculate the number of a's, that is let us assume that here r is 1, here r is 1 in this input. So it iterate from z equal to 0 to z equal to 1, and there is only a character a as 0 character. So count increment equal to 1, so it gonna add with a times underscore t, that is 6, that is q into a times, and finally our result is a underscore t plus count. Let's run our code to check if there is nothing wrong. Okay, we didn't declare our I, so here we have to declare j, so we declare here j. Okay, so let's gonna run. Okay, you see that both the test cases are passed. Now we have to submit our code to check all the test cases are passing or not. Okay, You see that all the test cases are passing, all the 22 test cases are passed. Okay, so this is the code is very small and logic is very clear to you. So if you have any doubt, please write in comments. I would love to help you, and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you very much.